Mark stood in front of the entire product team, 20 people, all clapping. His prototype had just secured the company's biggest deal of the year, a $12 million contract with a Fortune 500 client. Their CEO, David Langston, gave him a firm pat on the back and said into the mic, "This guy's going places." 3 days later, Mark was fired. No warning, no reason, just an HR email and a 10-minute exit interview. He thought it was a mistake. It wasn't. Let me tell you what really happened. Mark Lynn was a 29-year-old product lead at Genexa, a mid-sized but rapidly growing tech firm in San Francisco. He wasn't flashy, didn't play office politics, but the guy was a machine, shipping features, leading sprints, crushing timelines. His boss, David Langston, the CEO and founder, noticed. At first, he liked Mark's efficiency. Then he started asking Mark to brief clients directly, something normally reserved for execs. Mark didn't think much of it. He just kept performing. But others started noticing the shift. Whispers in the break room, comments like, "Mark's basically the real COO now." He laughed it off. But the higher up he went, the closer he got to a dangerous line, one he didn't even know existed. A massive client, Bendrix Systems, was on the fence about switching to Genexa's platform. Mark was told to assist in the pitch. He didn't just assist, he led. The CTO of Bendrix loved the technical direction. Mark's design prototypes were so good, they requested him as their main point of contact. David watched from the back of the room as Mark ran the Q&A session like a seasoned exec. Later, during a team dinner, David raised a toast. "To Mark," he said, raising his glass, "our secret weapon." Mark smiled. He didn't realize he'd just stepped on a landmine. In the weeks following the deal, Mark noticed David pulling away. He was removed from leadership group chats. Invitations to high-level meetings dried up. His project budgets got delayed for review. At first, Mark assumed it was bureaucracy. Then a junior engineer told him, "Dude, David's been telling people you're getting cocky." Mark was stunned. Cocky? He hadn't asked for praise, hadn't demanded a raise. He was just doing good work. He went to David to clear the air. David smiled, said everything was fine. That same week, HR requested a performance check-in. The email was short, cold, clinical. Mark's badge stopped working. He thought it was a glitch. Security escorted him to HR. "Your services are no longer required," they said. "We appreciate your contributions." No explanations, just a clean break. David never contacted him, but a friend in finance let something slip. David had told the board he was the one who secured the Bendrix deal, not Mark. And Mark was starting to create instability at the leadership level. That's when it all clicked. Mark hadn't just impressed David, he'd outshone him in front of the board, the clients, the team, and David did what powerful people do when they feel overshadowed. He erased the threat. Mark went quiet for a few weeks, hurt, angry, confused, but not stupid. He started freelancing. One of his side clients, a director from Bendrix who'd remembered his name. A year later, Mark co-founded his own SAS company. Quietly, strategically. He learned not to stand too close to the sun again, and he never worked under another visionary again. Law 1 of power, never outshine the master. Mark thought results spoke for themselves, but power doesn't reward merit, it protects ego. The moment he made David feel replaceable, he became disposable. So remember this, no matter how smart you are, how talented, how right, never make your boss look small. They might smile to your face and fire you by Friday.